Now, where are you guys from?
Dallas, Texas.
Still living there?
Yeah, for the time being now.
What part of Dallas exactly?
Right now we in the Pleasant Grove area, but we like mainly everywhere. Like we ain't even really got a set
hood. We everywhere.
We everywhere in that, like everywhere. We done been everywhere, like 20 schools.
20 schools?
Yeah, my mama got
schools.
7 kids. Like we always had to like be everywhere. Like, cause it
Different
was hard.
schools, like, yeah.
How easy or hard was that?
How hard was it?
How easy or hard?
It was hard. It was very hard because I wouldn't say hard, like, but the hard part was just seeing my mama struggle. That was the hard part, like traveling school from school, you know, like it's just a lot crazy.
20 schools, is that an exaggeration or is that the actual number? Because that sounds like a lot.
Nah, that's like, I wouldn't say, I'm always there, like 20, I say at least we went to at least about 15 schools.
15 schools?
Yeah, it had to,
15
man.
schools. At least
In
15,
Dallas?
In Dallas.
In Dallas, yeah.
At least about 15 schools.
So different elementary, different middle, different high schools?
Yes.
All of them, like, if we adding the whole school,
Yeah.
I'd say about 45. Because in elementary, we was always in, like, every hood, we went to that elementary school.
Every hood.
Every hood in Dallas, we done went to the elementary school. We didn't stay at no school no longer than, like, 6 months, because mama had to raise 7 kids, so it was hard for her to just be able to keep a substantial house, like,
right.
apartment, like, so we always had to go pay another deposit because rent went bad on this way or something happened or, you know what I mean? So we stayed everywhere.
Now, 7 kids, where do you range on that ladder? Are you the oldest, the middle, the youngest? How does that work?
I'm the oldest.
I'm the middle.
Okay. And brothers and sisters or brothers or?
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
Now, 7 kids in one household?
One household.
How are the sleeping arrangements?
Well,
Whoa.
well, like me and him always, like, we had bunk beds, but sometimes we always had to share a little queen. I mean, not queen, but like twin beds. But one twin bed, not 2. One. You know what I mean? Yeah, he got the top, I got the bottom.
Mm.
Yeah, so that was our whole year of one
Growing up, like.
Is it 7 kids in one room or
No.
2 rooms?
Nah, yeah, it's 2 rooms. My sister and them had a room, and me and him share a room.
Ah, okay. I see. Now, I guess the struggle was pretty tough for you growing up?
Man, it was real tough, bro.
Tough.
What was your toughest point growing up?
My toughest point was like when we stayed somewhere like in Mesquite one time, and then like our lights had went off, our lights and our water had went off, and then like I had to see my mama cause I was young, not really to know like exactly what was going on. So like when I was like, Mama, I need to take a bath, like, and Mama, I need to do this, like I seen the tears come down her eyes that she couldn't do it. So that's when I knew that it was really real. That's when I knew that, like, what's going on, you know what I mean? Like, this is something, we going through something, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was like.
Now that sounds pretty rough and tough. Was she able to get past the struggle?
Yeah,
most definitely.
we always made it through. Like, it just probably wasn't right then and there, but God was always on time. Like, we made it.
Man.
Yeah.
Now, somebody watching this that can relate to that struggle, right?
Yeah.
Lights getting cut off, water getting cut off, and they might feel like they're at the bottom of the bottom. How does one get past the struggle?
How you get past it?
Yeah. How'd your mom get out of the struggle for better stuff to happen so lights aren't getting cut off and water's always on and that sort of thing? Like, how does one get past that?
Man, one thing about my mama stayed grinding. Like my mama the type, like, she ain't never let nothing just kick her down, you know? Like, she was always on the grind, like, for a better life for us. Always, I get it.
What would you tell somebody that has to have those similar experiences or are going through those similar experiences or about to have those same experiences? What do you tell somebody like that? What's some words of advice?
Like, my word of advice to tell somebody is, like, it's all about what you know. It's all about what you want to be. Like, you know, like, it's like okay, let's say, like, if you was homeless, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you can either sit your ass right there on that curb and continue to be homeless, or, like, swallow your pride, go to a shelter, get your ID, climb your way back up to the economy that where you fell off at.
Right,
like,
right.
Life is about where you it's all mind, like where you set yourself. Like you gotta be smart, like to come across that, like to do that.
Did it ever get worse past that? Like, did you have to hit a shelter? Did you ever lose a house?
Oh yeah, we done been
definitely.
homeless before. We done
Definitely
definitely been
been
homeless
homeless
before.
before.
Now, there's
Yeah.
different levels to being homeless. How bad was homeless for you?
We had to sleep in the car.
9 months worth.
Yeah.
9 months in a car.
Yeah, we had to sleep in the car.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that like? How do you take a shower? I mean, a car, I can't even be in a car. I feel claustrophobic in a car if I'm in there for like 20, 30 minutes.
You see what I'm saying?
Nah, we was bouncing back like 'cause we was hustling, doing our thing in the street. So we was like, it was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we gonna buy a room.
Ah,
2 days we gonna get in the street. So you know what I'm saying? It was like flipping back and forth like that, like transition like both ways like that. But we ended up making it through it though.
Definitely made it through it.
I see.
Definitely.
What's the toughest part about living in a car?
Tough part about living in the car, man, is not getting comfortable sleep.
That.
You know what I'm saying? And then you can't sleep because you gotta.
You got
get
all
it.
that on your
And
mind.
then when you
like,
got this music drive, the way that you got the ambitions for it, it's
The
like
art,
so it was really stressful for us because we knew we wanted this, we knew we wanted to do this, we know what we want. It's like it's frustrating when you got a vision and can't pursue it because of the way life set up for you.
Right.
So it's just it's just a blessing that we made it out. That's our point blank period. Just a blessing that we made it out.
Because I would imagine just being in a car, you can't turn on or turn off the lights, so to speak. Like if the sun is coming up and you didn't get a chance to sleep yet, that's got to be tough.
Yeah.
Man, I'm talking about sun like right there in your face.
Right there in your face.
It could be like 6, 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
In your face.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Very tough. And the air and the AC, have the AC on for a little bit, then you got to probably shut the car off, and then it gets hot again and sweaty.
Yeah,
And
all that.
All that.
Oh, yeah, man.
I hate even think about it.
Was it like all 7 kids in the car and mama in there too, or?
Nah, at this point, it was just me and
Yeah,
my
it was
brother.
just it was just us. We got in trouble with T. You know, we had did some stuff to where we really couldn't even be at the house. We were on it, so
I see.
that's how that happened.
So is one stretching out in the back seat, and I guess one's like,
You know, he the little brother, so you know I look out for my little brother. I'm my brother's keeper, so I like go on, lay back, get comfortable. I sit up here, I'm watching. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
Y'all always
I
gave
got
me the
that.
back seat.
did security or like cops ever like, wake you up or not tap on the window like, hey, what are you guys doing here?
Nah, and the crazy part about that, Smallz, man, we really didn't want them to. You see what I'm saying? Really didn't.
No, I can imagine.
Like, really
But
didn't.
I've been, sometimes it's been a long drive, and I might, it's like too late to check into a hotel. It might be like 4 in the morning.
Right,
You can't just check into a hotel. So, sometimes even myself, I might be on the road, pull over, but I want to be in a hotel parking lot because it looks inviting. It looks like it's safe.
Yeah.
But then as soon as you for me, as soon as I would turn the car off and relax for a second, try to close my eyes, security would tap on the window like, hey, do you have a room here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
Nah, security ain't never walked up on us. But who had walked up on us is somebody that was homeless before. Like
Yeah.
that's what happened. The laws ain't gonna come. It's just that's what happened. You know what I mean? That happened.
So do homeless ask other homeless people for money?
I don't even.
I know they have fights.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we
I
were
know they-
grinding. Like we wasn't really with knowing what they were doing. We were just in our own hood, doing what we gotta do to get by, or try to make it out.
Now going to school, I mean, you guys have done a lot of different schools and visited a lot of different schools. What type of student were you in school?
The student that I was in school, I was smart. I was always been smart in school. I just never went. When I go to school one day and don't come the whole month, and then come to school and pass the whole test, And cause my sister, she was going to the same school as me, and she used to get mad every time. How is it that he go to school and do that?
Pass.
Yeah, pass and don't ever go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
And me, like, I always been like a smart guy too, you know. But I was most of like a class clown because I knew like I could entertain people. You know what I'm saying? I knew I could entertain the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So I already basically knew what I wanted to do.
Now, when you guys were going to different schools, were you guys getting kicked out or suspended or expelled and had to go to different schools, or was it just because your mom was moving around and stuff like that?
I say like from elementary to like 7th grade, it was because of my mama. But other than that, it was all because of going to CEP,
Right.
like getting kicked out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, from like
Going
that.
to jail, shit like that.
So did you have to do alternative schools and stuff like that?
Yeah. CEP, green shirt.
Ah, I see.
Green
Purple
shirt, yellow shirt, gold shirt.
Yeah, we had
All
Gold
that.
Village Fair, CEP.
Graduated high school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I graduated.
Thoughts on college?
Nah, I didn't want to go to college.
No
I
thoughts
ain't
on
even wanna
college.
go to college either.
Why not?
Me personally, I feel like you ain't like college really did determine if you was gonna make it in life. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I don't salute to everybody that go to college. Like I feel like that's a big thing, you know, and people need it. But also, like I feel like you really don't gotta go out your way to have it.
And I was always a building my own company type of guy.
Right.
Was your parents okay with that? Not going to college and furthering your education? What was their reaction?
I feel like like our parents, like where we come from, like it's a lot of us. So I think that our parents kind of like what I say, my mom, like she kind of lost faith with college with us. Like once I was going to jail, so she already knew like, okay, you know what I'm saying, he going down this road. So yeah, it kind of like a lost faith thing on that.
How old were you when you went to jail?
Man, my first time going to jail, I was like 14 years old.
But you actually did prison time.
Yeah, I did prison time too as an adult.
And how old were you when that happened?
I was
After high school?
I was like 19. I was 19.
Like a senior in high school or something?
No, I was out of school.
Oh, so you were out of school.
Yeah, I was out of school.
Okay, so you were out of school and that's when prison happened for
Yeah.
you. Okay. Now, after the high school experience, are you guys going straight into the music at that point? Or are you in the streets and then music comes after? How does that work?
Really like both.
It was both.
It was
like,
both.
It was really both. Like we was in the streets and rap. You see, he, like my brother, he always been rapping. Like always since a child, rocking out churches. You hear me? Like in churches, rocking them out. Whole church love him. So like I was always in the street. So like the connection to the music for me was him. The connection to the streets for him was me. Like that's what kept everything just balanced out the way on how it was just with it.
Now, looking back and dealing with the streets, was that unavoidable? Could you have made another decision? Why go the streets route? That's a very risky route.
It seemed like we didn't have no choice. At the time, I wouldn't say it wasn't no choice, but just at the time, it wasn't no way. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't no culture. It wasn't no like it wasn't anything that nobody took a route that actually made them $1 million.
Right.
Only way all we seen was, okay, the Doughboys, the Jackers, that's where the money at.
Straight
you know what I'm
up.
saying? That's where it's at. Like, ain't nobody never just like, okay, this is this business, this how this start, we finna build this all the way up. It wasn't none of that. So it wasn't, or we just probably didn't have that type of influence raising us, but we didn't hear all that. It was more of sell this P, you know what I'm saying, go get this, you know what I'm saying, we finna hit this. It was always that.
Kick this though.
Yeah.
You know.
Any regrets with those decisions of choosing the streets for the time that you did? Like, looking back, would you change or do anything different?
Definitely, yeah, I would definitely do something different. Because, like, cause I got a felony now, you know, it's on my back. I don't like that, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, that I would definitely did it different.
What would you have done different?
What I would have done different was actually just really pay attention, pay attention just strictly like to life, period. Just like my purpose of life, knowing who I am, knew where I want to be in life. You know what I mean? So it just hit me once I'm on the cot, like in the jail. You know what I mean? I wish it just would have came way, way, way back then. You know what I'm saying?
Young guy. You were young.
Yeah.
Making adult decisions.
Yeah.
Now, okay, what do you tell somebody in a similar circumstance? Let's say it's a kid, right, about to finish high school, and they have one foot in the streets, and they got to make the next decision in their life. What do you tell somebody like that?
First of all, I tell them to look around them. You know what I mean? Like look around them. Like, look, like, is this where you want to be, or do this where you see yourself? You know what I mean?
Or do you see more for yourself?
To see more for yourself, yeah. Like, because, like, you, like, that's all I always do, like, motivate the young culture, like, important, like, when we in the streets, like you got the young culture, they love and violence, and we talk them straight up out of, like, look,
Right.
This is the way, like, if, the fact that, like, you know, when you learn something, like, good, like, important, something that you know that can make you $1 million and you know it, like, you so excited to where you want to press it on other people.
Right.
And that's, and then, like, people our age, like, it's more of, like they our age, they like, okay, what he know? You know what I'm saying? He ain't syndicated anything yet. But the young culture, they listen. And the young culture is better, like, through the young culture. So I actually really express it more to the young more than anything.
Right.
Now, what about somebody that wants to do music, right? And let's say, again, they're about to finish high school and they got to make the next decision in their life. And it doesn't have to necessarily be the position of a rapper in front of the camera like you guys. It could be producer, engineer, something else, A&R, whatever. There's other positions in music, not necessarily a rapper, but somebody that wants to pursue music. Do you tell that person coming out of high school, go right into the music? Or do you tell that person, continue your education if you can, and do music at the same time? What do you tell them?
I tell that person go get a bag, man. First, go get a bag.
I tell him to further his education and focus on his hobby too, because you gotta, like, without the knowledge you ain't gonna accomplish anything. Like, even if you accomplish, you're gonna get, like, fucked out of everything that you done worked hard for. So I would tell somebody to always study extra hard on anything that you want to be in. Like, get your education. The education play an important part. It play an important part. So I would tell them, like, literally get your education and do your hobby at the same time. Cause, like, it's nothing else in life that matters. Like, cause if this succeed, the money, cars, bitches, it come with it.
That gonna come.
It come with it. So put that last. You know what I mean? Focus on furthering your education and your hobby, cause that's what's gonna come behind that anyway.
Jobs you had growing up, if any?
I had a job at waste management. Waste management, man, and I did not like it, man. They were working the hell out of me, man.
Picking up trash?
Yeah, picking up trash. Like, it really wasn't picking up trash. Like, I was more on the back of the truck, driving, going and throw the trash up on there.
That's picking up trash.
Yeah, yeah, it's picking up trash. Yeah, picking
Might
up
not be
trash,
literally picking the trash up off the ground, but you are
that is,
collecting
that's
trash
picking up
bags.
trash. Yeah, picking up trash. Yeah.
Is that tough?
Well,
I thought they made good money.
Man, see.
I heard they made good money.
I had a felony, so, like, it was like a catch-out job. So, like, they wanted to hire a number of felons because they know they can give themselves, like, some under minimum wage or So, yeah, that's the reason why I did it. I needed it.
What about you? Any jobs for you?
I worked at this job called, what is that called?
I forgot. I know it made paper.
Yeah, it was like some type of paper company. Like, I had to just, like, boxes, you know, like the material the boxes was made out of. I had to stack up all that shit. I had to stack up all of it and put it in the little grinder and grind it all up.
Like shredding paper?
Yeah.
Shredding documents? That type of thing?
A lot of paper, like a whole big ass paper.
Now, did you quit these jobs, get fired from these jobs? What happened?
I think I quit. They was working me. Like, they was actually working me and wasn't paying me enough. Like, I'll work if you pay me. That's just me, like, pay me right. Like, but nah, they wasn't paying me right. It wasn't no, that was too much.
Yeah, I say the same.
Work the hell out.
They was working the hell out of us, man.
Any crazy stories dealing with any of these jobs? Anything out of the norm?
Really, not really.
Oh, no, I got one. Like, we were working at this job, man, my brother and his lady, like she just came, like we was going into the like work, like where you go eat your breakfast and all that shit, like.
Break room?
Yeah, the break room, like so we were going in there, and then I know where later was like, hey, I know y'all need to be on the floor. So my brother like, you work here? And then she was like, no, like, I mean, like, she was like, yeah, I work here, but she was like more of like trying to be the manager, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We were like,
co-worker, just like
whole worker, you feel me? So,
Trying to play manager.
Yeah,
yeah, that was lame. She was lame as shit.
Now, you mentioned your mother in this interview. What happened to your father?
My father passed away when I was like 11 years old. I lost my father early.
You guys have different fathers?
Yeah.
Okay. What did he pass away from, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, the story that I heard from my grandmother is that like my daddy, he used to rap too, just like me, and then like he had went and was finna get like an advance on a record label, and I guess he was talking too much or it got out somewhere. So when he was walking walking his girlfriend to the bus stop, somebody robbed and killed him. Yeah. So I had, yeah, that's how.
Gun violence.
Yeah, gun violence.
Definitely gun violence.
What about your father?
My dad's still alive.
Do you have a relationship with him still?
Yeah, we cool.
Okay.
Yeah, we cool.
Now, you mentioned you guys have siblings, 5 other people, right? 5 other siblings.
Yeah.
Anybody else rap besides you guys, or just y'all?
Just us, like in the family, like in.
Yeah, in your family.
We
Yeah.
got cousins and stuff, but everybody they do their thing.
Yeah.
Have you guys collabed with them?
Have we collab with them?
Yeah, your cousins?
Yeah, we got music with them.
Okay. Now, what does your family think about your rap career?
At first, like when it first, like they always believe, but you know, like Dallas just period, like it's just not like a big city to where a lot of artists is just actually go mainstream, so it kind of make it unbelievable, you know what I mean?
Right.
Until you show, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? So, but like once our mama seen us first time pick up a wire from a feature and stuff, that's when she started really just believing. Then
I
right
see.
then and there.
Now, so I guess your mom wasn't supportive right away.
No.
No,
She had to warm up to it.
Yeah.
Now, has she ever seen you guys perform?
No.
No, shit.
Not yet.
No.
Now, I forgot to ask you this about your father that was killed. How did you find out about it?
I was in school, and then it really hurt me because I had my father, like when I was growing up, I don't know what him and my mom and him had going on, but like I didn't really just get to be in my father's life as when I was coming up as a kid. So when I first like got into his life, I was so happy, and then like the next week he died. Like I went to school, then I went over there the next week he died. So like when my mama told me, like it crushed my whole like heart, because I heard everybody talking about their daddy. So now when I get with my daddy, he passed away.
How'd you hear about it though? Like,
My mother came and told me at the school.
and how did you deal with that? How did you cope with that? How did you cope with the death of? I mean, you weren't that close to him, but you were just beginning to get close to him and have a relationship and build on that. How did you cope with that?
I cope with it. Basically.
You said you were crushed.
Yeah, I would crush my heart. Like I was hurt, but I had it. Like got over it. You know what I mean? Like got over it. I don't know, cause it really like it hurt it, but it really just didn't strike an impact as like important just as in like knowing somebody for all your whole life. You
Sure.
know what I mean? So like it hurt it. Like dang, we just finna build something. So like I knew that I was all alone. Then like really, I knew I ain't had no father. I knew that I was gonna learn stuff head first. It wasn't no, hey son, you don't do that. Like.
Now, you said he was a rapper. Have you ever heard his raps?
Yeah, I heard him. He used to freestyle to me a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot. Everything about walking to the store, he used to freestyle. He used to talk to me.
Was he any good?
Yeah, he was good. He was definitely, yeah, he was good.
Did he ever hear you rap?
No, he never heard me rap.
What would you think he would think of your rap career or you rapping now? Would he be surprised?
Yeah, I feel like he'll be very, very surprised. Like,
Supportive?
Yeah, supportive too. Yeah. He'll be very.
Now, okay, in regards to your parents, right? What's the worst thing you put them through?
The worst thing I put my mama through?
You went to prison. Do you think that was it, or was it something else?
I think the worst thing I put, prison. Yeah, that's what, you said it right. Yeah, that's the worst thing I put my parents through.
What about you?
Worst thing I ever put my mama through? I think,
Too many to think of, or not enough to think of?
like it's too many. Like it's too many. Like I say my mouth. You feel me? I got my mouth for her, like her attitude and shit. Like, so yeah.
I see.
Like my mouth.
Now, we talked about a variety of subjects in regards to your upbringing. But overall, what's your message to the youth? Sorry. What would you tell them today, in general speaking?
Like a message to the youth,
Yeah.
culture. The message to the youth, the young culture, I would like for young cultures to actually find who they is. Don't let no gang, no Crips, no blood or nothing define who you is. Like, cause we got that all over the world, like the young culture getting killed because they Crip or they blood, you know what I mean? Nah, bro, you your mama's child. That's where you shouldn't have been, you know? And so that's what I try to flood to the streets. Like I don't find it attractive of kids talking about Dracos or stuff small. I don't find it attractive at all, you know what I mean? I don't find it cool nowhere, you know what I mean? Because it's just the fact that that's a future, you know what I mean? That's the future, and you don't want the future to just keep history, keep repeating itself. It need to feed different stuff to the youth mind.
Right.
So yeah, that would be my advice to the young youth is don't let no man or no gang define who you is. Like,
Definitely.
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Know who you is as a person. Know who you want. You know what I mean? Because that's what's going on.
Definitely.